The Garibaldi-Meucci Museum on Staten Island, New York, has been an historic house since 1843 and owned by the National Order Sons of Italy in America since 1919. Today, a Board of Commissioners of the New York State Grand Lodge of the Order administers its day-to-day activities. Welcome now to a virtual tour of the famed Garibaldi-Meucci Museum, where the spirit of two great men enlivens one. As one takes the tour, one sees some of the many artifacts and exhibits displayed at the museum. Join us now on a tour of one of the jewels of the OSIA. The Garibaldi-Meucci Museum was the home of General Giuseppe Garibaldi from 1851 to 53, who once unified Italy, and Antonio Meucci, the true inventor of the telephone. One cannot help but note the beautiful grounds where the gravesite of Antonio Meucci and his wife Esther are located. While Meucci's remains were placed beneath the monument, in 1989 Esther's neglected gravesite was found at Woodland Cemetery on Victory Boulevard on Staten Island. She was disinterred and reburied in the front yard of the museum. The rear area of the grounds is where Antonio Meucci made candles, which was his main source of income at that time. Today, a beautiful commemorative brick walkway that now has raised close to $250,000 leads to the entrance of the museum. In 2011, the brick program began as a fundraiser to which many responded. Individuals, friends of the museum, and OSIA lodges can purchase a brick to memorialize a loved one, to honor a person for all their achievements, or for a memorable event. Upon entering the museum, one views the Antonio Meucci room on the right, with documents attesting to the fact that he was and is the true inventor of the telephone, along with photos and other artifacts. A photo of Meucci evidences a grand picture of the inventor, who developed a form of voice communication apparatus in 1857. This is the prototype of the telephone initially created by Meucci. Similarly, a death mask brought about at the time of his death shows a man who weathered the hard times of his fight for his inventions. Antonio Meucci is seen here at the Hotel Caprera, which was located across the street at the corner of Tompkins and Chestnut Avenues on Staten Island. The rocker and piano you see are works by Antonio Meucci that have been recovered over the years and show his creativity in any variety of ways, including woodwork. The Garibaldi room on the left side of the museum entrance evidences exhibits and many photos showing the history as to how Italy was liberated. The bust of Giuseppe Garibaldi with photos of his related battles brings one closer to the life of the hero once sought after by Abraham Lincoln. Giuseppe Garibaldi led many of the military campaigns that brought about the formation of a unified Italy. He is called the Hero of Two Worlds in tribute to his military expeditions in South America and Europe. Viewing the swords and the map of his conquest brings one to the tremendous impact he had on international history. The intense Battle of Bizecca in Austria during the War of 1866 was noteworthy, as are pieces of the past. His hat and memoirs, along with display of several of his red shirts, are the few remaining pieces that have survived. One sees the many medals he won in his several battles throughout his career. In a photo of Giuseppe Garibaldi with his third wife, Francesca Armosino, from 1880 until his death in 1882, we note the strong relationship he had at that time. He had 6 children, 5 daughters, and 1 son. Another photo of his daughter, Clelia, survives today, showing his staunch family spirit. Upon entering the famed Garibaldi bedroom on the second floor of the museum, one sees his bed with more rifles, swords, and another red shirt, along with his desk where he wrote many letters and his memoirs. The museum today is the site of many heritage and cultural activities, ones that include community organization meetings, lectures, Italian classes, opera classes, and other presentations. The elected Board of Commissioners, Directors of the New York State Grand Lodge convenes quarterly for meetings in which one notes they are busy at work. Students of all ages enjoy the Italian classes, and here we note lecturer Lou Barella conducting an opera series class. One of the more recent presentations was the Americordo, a book review and the story of Italian Jews in exile in America, a most successful event and one that had a standing room crowd of 75 people. Annually, there are memorial celebrations for Antonio Meucci's birthday at his gravesite on the beautiful grounds. Another recent and most successful event was the Antonio Meucci Young Inventors Contest, held at the Staten Island Tech High School, where some 400 applied for the competition. The students presented their inventions as the parents and teachers showed pride in their achievements. Yes, we hope you've enjoyed this very brief tour and presentation, and with a sense of pride, we look forward for your visit in person and the tour at the Garibaldi-Meucci Museum. For indeed, the history of two great men, Giuseppe Garibaldi and Antonio Meucci, lives on today. Thank you.